If you're a man who's stuck in a toxic relationship, hasn't been able to get out, doesn't really know why he's stuck because he knows he's been treated wrong, he knows he deserves something better, this video is for you. There is one huge reason why I see men keep getting stuck in these toxic relationships, and it actually doesn't have anything to do with the relationship itself. And that is that relationships are not just reflections of us. They're not just we are who we attract. Relationships are also redemptions. When we are children, we have no other means of survival except for our caregivers. So we are biologically drawn to get them to love us, to get them to nurture us, to get them to validate us, because without that, we risk our survival. So when we don't feel understood by our caregivers, we don't feel good enough, we don't feel loved, we don't feel seen, we don't feel validated, etc., we will try to reenact and redeem ourselves in romantic relationships as adults. What this leads to is not actually the search for a healthy partner, peace, happiness, love. It's the search for a partner who can give us permission to feel forgiven for the shame that we felt as a child, for feeling like we caused our parents not to love us in the way that we deserved. Because as children we're biologically drawn to get this approval from our parents, we automatically think it's our fault if they can't deliver. So this keeps us stuck on the inner child's perpetual journey for self-forgiveness and redemption by attracting us to people who can see us as the hero or as good, or who we can feel like the hero or as good to. Because when you grow up feeling like you deserve to be treated bad or not seen or not heard or understood, you automatically feel like you are a bad person. You feel like you deserve to be treated badly. You feel like you deserve whatever is coming at you in a negative form or fashion because you weren't able to earn the love that you were biologically driven to. That's why you can stay in a relationship where you know you're not being treated right, where you're being abused, where everything hurts, and know that it's not good for you, know that it's not the right person, but you don't care how you're treated. The child doesn't care how they're treated. All they care about is their survival, and their survival depends on earning love from the caregiver. So in your romantic relationship, when you're subconsciously reenacting this relationship out, you are not caring about how you're being treated. You're caring about how you redeem yourself in that relationship. This may work for a very short period of time because maybe that person really is being helped by you and you feel of service and they feel like you're really serving them. But eventually, they're going to grow out of the damsel in distress and be able to go out on their own, and then they don't need you anymore. Or you feel like they don't need you anymore, and then all of a sudden you feel useless because that became your purpose. Your purpose becomes the need to redeem. So you'll never actually heal that wound because no matter how many people you're a hero to, or no matter how many people you save, you can't make up for something that you never did wrong. As even though it's our instinct to earn love from our caregivers, it's not our fault if they can't deliver. So you have subconsciously taken on this responsibility and this shame that was never yours. So when you constantly get into these relationships where you're trying to redeem yourself or earn self-forgiveness, you end up solving for the wrong problem because you actually didn't do anything wrong. So you're trying to solve for something that doesn't exist. What you actually need to start solving for is the acceptance that you didn't do anything wrong and seeing your guardians for who they actually are instead of putting them on a pedestal. When you can start accepting that your parents may not have had the capacity to love you like you wish you could have been loved or like you deserve to be loved, you start understanding that if they didn't have the capacity, it doesn't matter how much you did or what you did because they were never going to be able to fulfill what you needed. Understanding that you never did anything wrong and that they were just humans who didn't have the capacity allows you the self-compassion to be able to forgive yourself, to be able to stop chasing the need for redemption because you didn't do anything wrong. Therefore, you no longer need to keep being punished. When you no longer feel the need to be punished, you will no longer be attracted to toxic relationships that don't fulfill on their end of the bargain. They're just not enticing anymore because you start looking for actual love, actual partnership, and it's no longer an internal desire for redemption. So I hope that this enlightened some of you watching this. I hope it might have filled in some of the gaps from other learning that you've had, and any other questions, comments, concerns, or video ideas that you have, please put them in the comment section below. And if you are interested in learning how you can expand your emotional capacity, click the link below for the masterclass that I've done or I'm doing on emotional self-development for men, and I will see you in the next video.